test. Alright guys, welcome to week 2 of my Road to Nationals video. Right now we're actually in Reading, Pennsylvania. So we're here for the Women in Strength event, hanging out with Dana and Bailey, Meg Squats, and Jen Thompson, and a whole bunch of other really strong females. Anyways, welcome to the video. Alright, this is the dungeon and it's like kind of scary. Like if you look at the background, like this is like the basement of Warhouse Gym, and it's pretty badass. Alright, so this was a very interesting week. We started on Monday, and I actually worked out at 6 a.m. that day, and that's the earliest I've trained for quite some time. I was a little worried how it was gonna go because I haven't trained in the morning recently, but it actually turned out pretty well. So on the Monday, we continued out my linear progression on my squat. So 495 last week to 505 this week for a single. And then I did deadlift volume at 535. I had 4 sets of 4 on my deadlift at 535, which I got, and it was pretty good, except I didn't record the video because I was a little bit of a rush and I just wanted to get in and out of the gym and meet up with my friends for snowboarding. But yeah, on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, I'm doing my extended 3-second pause. That is my main focus for that day. Bench has been my favorite lift this prep so far. So I worked up to 290 for a 3-second pause because us Canadians have the longest pauses in the IPF. I have fast presses in training, so Mal and my coach really make me want to do longer presses. But yeah, this is really cool. This is a huge PR. 290 is a big weight. I think it's over 85%, maybe even 90% of my bench, and I did it for a 3-second single. Wednesdays are my high bar days. I was actually really interested how this day would go. My body was killing me on the Wednesday because that was 2 days after I snowboarded, and I had pain and soreness in places I haven't felt in a long time. So I was really interested how that went. Overall, I feel like high bar went really well. It's really interesting sometimes when you record yourself because 9 times out of 10 in the video, it looks a lot faster than how it actually feels. Like inside, I was like, oh my God, these are hard. These are hard. But when I watched the video, they were like RP like sub 6. Like my coach thought I could do another like 6-7 reps. So overall, pretty happy with how these felt. So Thursday, I think I'm training. I trained every day this week, Monday to Saturday. Crazy. On to the Thursday. So Thursday are my bench days again. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are my main bench days, I think. I forgot, I have to look back. Anyway, so Thursdays I do my banded work. So I think I hit a banded PR at, 280. 280, another big weight. 2 plates and a half is still an intimidating weight for me. So to do anything above it always feels great. My confidence always gets boosted. I think Mal wasn't feeling well today, so I was alone. So I got one of my friends to spot me. It was really funny. I asked for him for a lift off, and he's like, so do I pick it up as you're going up? And I was like, no, like I only need help like right when I start. And he's like, oh, it's interesting. Like he didn't really get that concept until I explained it to him. But to me, it makes a lot of difference for me to get that little bit of a lift off. 280 for 2 sets of 2 with bands. On to Friday. Friday was interesting. We got to the airport at 4 a.m. Pretty tired, but it wasn't that bad. We were really excited. So we flew to Detroit, and then Detroit to Philly, and then we got in at noon, but we wanted to wait for Jen. She landed about 5. So we just stayed in the airport, we did some work, and then we got a drive from Colin, the gym manager at Warhouse, and that was an 1.5-hour drive, and we drove straight to the gym and into our workouts. So I didn't really know how squats was gonna go that day. I was already nervous going into this workout because it was scheduled to be a 5x5 or 505 double. So the weight I singled earlier in the week is now my double for the week. So I was a little scared how this workout was gonna turn out, but I'll be honest, it was probably one of my worst squat workouts this cycle, this prep. I don't know, just like flying all day, new gym. I think I set my rack height a little too high, so I had an extra stress into my squat when I didn't need to. If you probably can't really tell, but when I unracked the weight, I almost fell backwards. So you can see my toes really go up and I was on my heels and I was like, oh shit. And at that point there was like people watching me, so I was like, can't fail right now. So then I did my first rep. It was okay. I didn't really like it. I'm like, I have another one, and people watching, really nervous, didn't want to fail, went for it anyways. I ended up still getting it, muscling it out. Wasn't really happy with that though, but it is what it is. And then on to deadlifts. Deadlifts was fun. I was prescribed the 600 single. We changed up my warm-ups a little bit, so I used to go 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate, 4.5, 5. But then as my deadlift starts increasing, I have bigger jumps. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, then 6. So again, it's really new to me, so I was interested to see how it went, but it felt really natural, and I think moving forward, that'll just be my staple warm-up. So then after 585, I had my 600 single, and it moved. Great. Perfect rep. I was really, really happy with it, and I held it. I held it for about, I think, 3-5 seconds at the end, because one of my biggest struggles in competition is actually holding on to my pole. It's really interesting. I never really had grip problem. I guess Mal would say I have grip problem because I always drop it, but like I don't really drop it in training, only in competition when it actually matters. So it doesn't matter what you do in training, if you drop it in comp, you drop it in comp. So I did an extended hold a little bit, but yeah. And then Saturday, what did I do Saturday? Saturday. Oh yeah, Saturday was the event, and we got in about 45 minutes early, and I was contemplating whether I should bench before the event or after, and I just had a bad feeling if I was gonna bench after that it'd be too packed, since they only have, I think they have 4 or 5 benches, but still with like hundreds of people gonna be here, I don't know how it was gonna be. So I banged out my bench workout. I did 4 sets of 4 at 260, and it was a wrap. I didn't get a video though, so sorry. Anyways, thanks for watching. It was a great week. Moving on to next week. Like the video. See you in the next one. Thank you.